Hello my friends and welcome to episode 77 of Nightmare Mode. Everything is set up and ready, so let's just go. This is a hard choice actually between the Kintaro and the Crab. They both serve pretty good purposes. I'm going to bring the Kintaro. It's a little bit heavier. Let's go! My 3-skull lance. My only 3-skull lance. I do like the Crab. Don't get me wrong. It does bring a lot to the table. LRMs are definitely very, very powerful. And that's down to the Artemis 4 system. But, you know, I have 2 sets of Artemis 4 systems now. So both those mechs are just extremely good. My new redesigned Black Knight should provide me with the highly accurate stopping power that I need.
Command interface initiated.
Oh, it's this map.
I've got eyes on the
Time
target.
to earn our money. Hey, look! Rocks!
This mission is amazing because the convoy basically has to go along this road and they have no choice in the matter. So you just go down the middle shooting them all the while. Although this lunar environment is very bright. Looks like the escort is just 2 mechs. I say
I'll
looks
wait here
like
for now.
because we don't know. Oh, here they come. My usual strategy is to just go up here and then just walk along the road, and by the time the convoy gets about here, you encounter them. It gives you time to pick off the enemy mechs. The only way you can really lose this mission is if you chase the convoy, which is not a great idea. They all look like heavies. Oh, it's a marauder. It's lost some armor though.
What's the plan?
Shall we try out that accuracy?
Of course.
84.4%. That's against 3 evasion on a medium. Alright. They're both braced. Take him down.
I understand.
Oh! Oh man, that's absolutely merciless. And she doesn't even run that hot.
Hiya!
Go! Ah, there goes his
Waiting for orders.
his stabilization. You are in deep trouble. I could just afford to alpha in this lunar terrain, which is fine. Get him killed. Nice.
Scored a critical hit.
He either ejects or he dies. I guess he dies.
I hear ya.
Can't quite get the angle there.
Going turbo.
Damn, look at that head. 6 HP on it.
Firing everything I've got.
He's only got one injury and he's dead. Oh, man.
Should have run when you had the chance.
Oh well, whatever. Do I reserve? If I reserve... Yeah, okay, it's fine. Maybe the Shadow Hawk will put himself in a more vulnerable position. Oh, a trench bucket. Not an exciting trench bucket. This mech is also a heavy, it would appear.
Minimal damage. Minimal.
Alright, time for a bit more slaughter.
Awaiting orders. Ready for orders.
Let's move my LRM spammer.
Roger.
Who do we want to get? We've got the trench bucket or the Shadow Hawk. They're both completely exposed right now. Let's go with the trench bucket.
Confirm.
Oof.
Think I hit something good.
That's a lot of damage.
Yes, Commander.
Okay, now this mech needs to cool down. Nice!
Reporting critical hit.
Alright, a cataphract. Okay, that's the capture target. We'll capture him. I know some people would rather have the Marauder, but
Yes, Commander.
it is a little bit buggy, that mech, because it's been hacked into the game.
Have no doubt it will be done.
Alright, we're going to switch the rotary off to conserve heat. And just because it's unnecessary, I reckon. I think this should be fatal. Oh, and it was.
Hostile removed.
Now the Black Knight's performing.
What can I do for you?
Is it ever?
Got it. Max speed, no shooting. Uh-huh.
Brutal. Alright, the convoy is on its journey.
Reporting.
I can obtain a shot from here.
Confirmed.
Suits me fine. Keep the rotary off for now.
I understand.
Probably not necessary anyway. Indeed. Indeed,
One
as
less
Teal'c
target.
would say. This does not seem wise.
Standing by.
That convoy has got a long way to go before it gets here. A long way to go. What is this, like the spaceport or something? Why would you suddenly not be able to get the convoy just because it got here?
Waiting on you, Commander.
Who knows? Here comes the capture target.
What's up, boss?
Should I do anything now?
I hear ya.
So the real question is, do I engage him now. I will have to get closer to get a shot. Alright, yeah, why
Pedal to the
not?
metal.
We'll send the Kintaro because it's quick.
Tell me what to shoot. Yes, Commander. Understood. Moving fast.
Okay. Gotta try and capture this guy. Which will forever be the hardest part because he's got low armor.
And some of this.
Get the head! Nope.
Receiving you.
I might only get him if he's low on low on hit points, like he's got 3 HPs or something. I might get him.
Engaging.
Oh, good hit. Right in the leg, right where he wanted it.
Orders.
Waiting on you, Commander.
How might I help?
Alright, can you rip his head off? That's what I want. Or at least do 1 point of damage. Alright, he's down to 3 health. That's a good start. Now we've got to pile on some more injuries if we're going to make this capture.
Standing by. Coordinates received.
Are you able to get a leg shot in?
Copy that.
Another one. Oh, beautiful hit!
Solid connection on that one.
Alright, we'll let him get up now.
You have orders?
So funny that the convoy escorts have bought them time just to walk into my jaws. Some convoy missions are really hard, and that one on the temperate planet that we kept on getting, that's an example of one of the really hard ones. And then we get one like this and it's just kind of like, well, sweet. Alright, he's pointing his smashed side at us. I guess because he's desperate to die honorably or something.
Going turbo.
Alright, let's go for the leg.
Time to die.
Come on, buddy. Something's moving, or something's having a go.
Awaiting order.
Or I'm just an idiot. Alright, my Black Knight is not in.
I'll be there before you know it.
Has not got the weaponry for this task. I need a scalpel.
Waiting on you, Commander.
I could punch him. 82. I would do 70 damage. You should survive. The worst I could do, I suppose, is crit the engine. Yeah, this feels like a better idea.
Right, Commander.
Knock him down. There we go. Alright, good capture. Now let's deal with that convoy, shall we?
How might I help?
Okay, you can just
Moving
sit
out.
there. be my final boss. The tall man can take point.
Good to go. Location confirmed. Standing by.
Jesus, the convoy is slow.
Roger. Venting heat and stabilizing.
Can't complain too much because it will give me
Venting heat and stabilizing.
a good amount of
No
time
sweat.
with which to cool down on this harsh lunar environment.
Commander. Heading out.
Alright, there they are. Suppose we can move the sniper knight up.
I understand.
The missile boats can serve as the final bosses. And their extreme range will allow them to get involved. This is one map that feels like ranged weapons are actually of huge benefit as well. Make it rain. A light SRM carrier, no wonder the convoy is going slowly. Out of range.
Got it. Max speed, no shooting.
How interesting. Who knew?
How's it going?
Not out of range for this though. This is gonna hurt my friend.
Target and damage, Commander. Keep it up.
Oh, he survived.
Ready for orders.
Lucky boy. Should be right here in the middle of the road. Oh, a mobile headquarters. Evidently there's some big shots in this convoy.
Firing a full salvo.
Target destroyed.
By big shot, I mean dead.
Give us everything you got.
Vehicle down.
Reporting. Consider it done.
Alright, one hit anywhere will do the job.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
Come on, convoy. I wonder what the slow vehicle is. He's taking his sweet time to get up the hill.
Good to go.
You'd think that if you were going to bring a convoy along, you would, you know, bring one that hasn't got a godforsaken engine. Alright, and I can get sight on both of them.
Full speed.
It's a laser carrier. Allow me to shut
Taking
myself
shots.
down killing you. Ha! One shot apparently would have been enough.
One for the scrappy. I'm taking heat damage.
There's no kill like overkill.
You have orders?
Especially since the worst that can happen to an energy mech is that it shuts down.
Roger. Full speed.
Look at that, after a sprint and against 2 evasion tokens. Oh, it looks like the rotary AC-5 has actually got slightly less range. How interesting. Oh well. Oh, he survived. He survived only because of the amount of spread.
Waiting for orders.
Enough spread for a cheese sandwich. You won't survive this.
Leopard inbound, Commander. I'll meet you at the LZ.
Vehicle down.
Mission.
Sweet. Easy money. Easy money. That's the kind of convoy mission I like. But you never know when you're going to get that one. Or you're going to get the godforsaken one, where they're like basically at the extract point. So we took no damage. Pretty much. The slightest bit of paintwork scratch on my sniper knight. We captured the cataphract. I probably should have captured the marauder, but I'm not a fan. Sorry. I know that makes me some sort of heretical heathen, but you know. I only have one in stock. An energy weapon computer can be useful. A +1 one, I mean. I have a number of good ones now, so... These medium lasers are actually very nice and relatively rare. I'm going to take 2 pieces of cataphract. The one laser I am going to take is this one. +1 accuracy is very nice, of course, but +1 accuracy, -1 evasion ignore means that even on a mech with a bad computer, it's still going to land most of the time. I do favour accuracy over anything else, really. So, these two this pick is about money. This pick is about collecting mech parts, obviously. This pick is because I actually want this item. And I'm not about to sell stuff to get it. Alright, we got enough medium lasers to sink a ship. Which unfortunately meant we got a lot less mech parts than I would like. All in all, a pretty poor salvage, to be fair. I'm glad I didn't skimp on the sea bills to take extra salvage from that mission. Even if I'd captured the Marauder, it still wouldn't have been a great salvage since they were both stock and didn't have any interesting components.
That mech is ready to fight, Commander.
Oh.
That mech you asked for is cleared for fighting.
Nice! We actually completed 2 mechs. Alright. I have absolutely no desire to refit this piece of junk. We're moving into the world of heavies now. So why would I want a half-wrecked Shadow? Even though it's in great condition. It's actually in amazing condition. It would not cost very much to repair. Only 154,000 sea bills to fix. And it weighs in at 55 tons, with not bad hard points. It is a nice little piece of kit. But it is a medium. It is, you know, we are moving beyond mediums now. I already sold 2 mediums. Not better, arguably, but still. Fetch a nice little bit of cash. Alright, now here we have something. We have something. It's in a bad way. Oh, this pirate PPC is damaged and will go for a lot of money. How much to fix her up? Oof. She's a very expensive fixer-upper. So, what we'll do... strip out the gear. Treat this as a little bit of a side project. "5 days to repair the one side that's smashed." Alright. We'll just strip the gear for now. I might still scrap it, we'll see. We'll see what else comes along when I've got bay time.
On it. I'll let you know when that's done.
At the moment I don't have bay time. I have too many projects on right now. But once I do have bay time, and I won't count the spare back as being, you know, part of my bay time, there might be a there might be cause to build it, basically. I could, you know, buy a mech tech upgrade and spin these things around faster, but it's not really worth it. Intelligence agent, 416 recovery, 3 skull. Jesus, look at the money on offer for this. So of course the war has moved somewhere else now. By the time I get up here, the war has moved on. Another 416 here for 2 skull. Let's take the B team out. Why not? Take the B team out on this mission while the A team is recovering. Because ironically, it's my mechs that are mostly fine, so... Ah, the Rumbleback. What a great little mech that has been for us. Put the junk pilots in the rocket launchers. That Rumbleback has seen some action. I feel like I would almost never want to scrap it because it's just done so well. If I find myself some high grade and spare heat banks and exchangers and so on, I could probably do some real work on that Rumbleback, upgrading its lasers to heavier, more effective ones, adding more energy targeting computers. There's a lot you can do to a mech to improve it. But just as something that I threw together to help me get started, it's really proved its worth as a frontline brawler. There's a lot to be said for the Hunchback. It's just such a versatile piece of kit. Great melee, great loadout. You can make a shield arm version of it. Hard points are usually good. Alright. Destroy garrison. Where's the base? Oh, it's this base. This is one of these bases that actually makes sense. Built on top of a hill, great vantage point, great fields of fire. I normally recommend staying the hell away from it. Or, you see there's like a little road here? You can sort of go up here, basically. It takes ages though, but you can go up here, and there's like a way up. See this? This is the way up. There is actually a way to cheese this base by going around. But it takes ages.
Acknowledged.
I am often entirely too lazy
I'll do what I can.
for such a strategy.
Got it. On my way.
I prefer to just get up here. It's about as high ground as you're going to get.
I'm walking here.
Confirmed. I copy.
Alright. Well, the garrison has not woken up yet. And I'm just going to end up walking up this ramp if they don't stop me.
Onward.
Roger. Position confirmed. Roger that.
Oh no, it's a mech.
Hostile on sensors.
Alright, buddy. I have a great position here. No joke. No joke of a lie. This is a really good position to be in.
Ready for orders.
Okay. First things first, let's get eyes on that turret, shall we?
Understood. Moving fast.
Hardened standard turret. Okay. Dangerous enough. Who do we send to deal with?
Yep.
This feels like a little bit of a
Bugging
waste
out.
of this mech's firepower, but it's acceptable. Let's see. 97% of, what is that, 30, 60, 75. That in theory should be enough. Let's add an LRM-5 just to make it certain.
Firing.
We've got to keep our heat down. This is a lunar environment, so heat management will be important.
Gotcha.
Alright, buddy, your turret support's gone. It's a blackjack. Really?
Ready for
I haven't
orders.
seen one of them in a while. Is he a special blackjack? No, he's a pirate blackjack. He is a junk back. Or a joke back. A joke jack, I suppose. Alright, let's send the rumble back forward. He can't get a shot here, but this makes the best tactical position.
Got it, Commander.
I'm reading heavy damage to an enemy structure. Bring
We'll
it
just
down.
start getting some work done. I'm not feeling any level of threat here,
Standing by.
really, unless this turns out to be some sort of clan super monster. I'm pretty sure that we'll be fine. God damn it, all the positions that are actually defensible are poor shots. You know what? Plasma really makes sense. It's a lunar environment, and this guy's using large lasers.
Got it.
Might not do any damage, but that heat will be very difficult to get rid of. Oh, it's a missile spam turret. 40 damage.
So far, so good.
Not bad. I'll have to go and deal with that turret. Otherwise it'll be on my case forever. Okay, he doesn't have a shot. Whatever he is, he must be direct fire. He is using heat weapons.
Yeah?
Oh yeah, of course, pirate machine guns do generate a little bit of heat. Nothing exciting or that you would write home about,
On it.
but enough.
Attacking from position.
Alright, that was some abusive damage I just put into him.
Commander?
Sweet. Let's put the hurt in.
Feel my wrath.
Ooh, that's gonna hurt.
Think
Down
I hit
you go.
something Good.
Oh, he's only got 3 HP.
Yes, Commander.
Bad times.
Acknowledged.
So... there's no real harm in capturing this guy. I'm gonna try and make the safe capture by aiming for the leg.
Roger that.
I say that and then I keep on hitting the bloody CT like there's no
Think I
tomorrow.
hit something good. Receiving you. Affirmative.
Hit the leg. It's only meant to be a 15% chance to hit the CT.
Locking
Come
on.
on. Oh my god, come on.
Tango down.
Oh well, whatever. Whatever this mech is, it better be good loot. That's all I can say.
What's up, boss? Coordinates received.
Kill it with fire.
Locking on.
I'll finish the job with another mech. Oh! Oh yes, it is good loot.
Orders?
It's very good loot. I've got 7 out of 8 of this. I nearly completed one last time, but luck was against me. But now things will change.
Target acquired.
Oh! Okay, it's fine. Oh, we got another blip.
What do you need? Heading out.
82. That will be more than enough.
Copy that.
More than sufficient.
That one's gone. What's up, boss?
Alright, the other base turrets are positioned to defend other aspects of the of possible places where this base could be attacked from, so alright, buddy. Come on.
Waiting for my opening.
Stingray. Not terrifying. And with some good loot. I'm thinking now, strategizing how I'm going to capture these guys. I'll have to manage my heat carefully. Because a couple of plasma hits could cook me like a turkey. Alright, he jumped and then he guarded.
I await your command.
But he's given us his side. Which is kind of what I wanted.
I'm going.
Oh my god.
Waiting for orders.
No, not you.
Yeah? Copy that.
Alright, it's not the best shot in the world. But it'll do. He's got XL engine, I think. Pretty sure. So we have to be really careful.
Waiting for orders. Got it. Aye, aye. Ready for orders.
Okay, now the great thing about plasma is it actually does 4 damage at this range. So if we hit him, we just heat him for free. Nice! Get him nice and hot by shooting plasma at a distance. Makes plasma a great capture weapon. You just hang back and just keep firing it. Oh, he's jumping again. Straight into the radioactive waste.
Standing by.
Which is interesting. Okay, I'll stand here and just tank, that's fine. He is gonna struggle to vent his heat now, that's for sure.
Receiving you.
Okay, let's obtain a good position.
Confirmed.
That's a turret, but I don't think he's got a shot.
Engage.
Not really sure I can do much from here. Just yet. If he keeps just jumping and bracing, he's going to keep on fixing his stability damage.
Understood. Moving fast.
So the only thing I can really do is conserve heat.
Roger.
And just keep reminding him that I'm here.
On my way. Target acquired.
Nice! Of course, I always use instability as a way of getting through braced mechs, but you can use heat to do the same, accomplish the same thing. If you push the heat bar up to shut down levels, then they will destabilize just the same. Or they'll de-brace and de-evasion, I suppose. Alright, he's moved. Is he going to shoot? He's going to shoot! Finally, he's given me an opportunity. And he's still running a bit hot.
Standing by.
Alright, let's try and get him. If I do an offensive push, I mean I do lose some missile probability here. Still not bad. Let's go.
I copy.
No headshot.
Yep.
Alright, buddy. Let's try that again, shall we? Alright, that's him destabilized. And we got a headshot. Excellent.
Commander.
No shot. Must have a shot somewhere. What is the weapon loadout? Plasma cannons. Actually pretty dangerous.
Roger.
But I'm willing to take risks to capture this. Just don't hit that bloody side torso. 70%, come on.
Copy that.
Bloody hit the side torso anyway.
I live to serve.
Alright, your mission is to knock this guy flat on his ass.
On my way.
Come on.
Engaging.
Nice. Oh, he didn't fall. But we will have another opportunity. Because I've pushed him back in the turn order.
Commander.
Gotta be really careful.
Acknowledged.
29. This weapon does 40. So we gotta make sure that we hit this leg
Got it.
with most of the rockets. There we go. Alright. Down to 2 health. Oof, that hurt.
Reporting major armor loss.
Not as much as it could have.
Yeah?
Right, while he's having to lie down, let's get rid of his mate.
I'm taking the shot.
Oh man, he hasn't. He actually does not have much health.
Yes, Commander. Rolling.
Womp. Oh, right in the leg. Oh man, we hit him in the head with a tag.
Good to go.
That might as well have been the fatal blow, because now he's going to fall over. Actually, do I want to use this mech? I could apply some more heat. Nah, whatever.
Roger that.
Down you go. GG. And he's dead. I must obtain 2 more injuries on this guy. We will have to strike the side or the rear. Oh, he's offering the other side. Excellent. That jump will have destabilized him as well.
Orders.
Buddy, buddy, buddy. You're gonna cook. You're gonna cook for me.
Yep. Orders.
Alright, let's get to destabilizing this guy. We will go for the leg.
Affirmative.
Nice.
Scored critical hit.
Could have done with hitting a few more shots there, but
Good to go.
this has opened him up for being cooked.
Engaging with target.
Oh, shut down!
Reporting critical hit.
Shut down, knock down, get down. Ooh, he's in real danger now.
Waiting for orders.
I guess I have to wait for him to get back up. I can't really risk shooting him while he's lying down.
Double time. Let's go.
Because I don't have cooled shot bonuses. Story of my life. No cooled shot bonus.
Affirmative.
Try and tag him in the head, that'd be funny. He might eject as well.
What do you need?
They don't like it when you constantly tag them. 15 damage. It's not much. Not enough to kill this idiot. Ironically, I should probably just aim for the CT. He's got plenty of health there. But his extra large engine means the risks are great. So just try and get the head again. Just a little love tap. Alright, he's back up.
Ready for orders.
Would a rear strip, would a rear strike potentially kill him? 65. I don't think it would.
Acknowledged.
65, 65, 85. Okay. Let's go with these three. Two together would be 70. 70 should be survivable, no matter where it hits. We'll aim for rear CT.
Firing at enemy 6.
Okay, he's finally unsettled. Pretty interesting for someone who's being shot at constantly.
Receiving you. Roger that.
I don't like it.
Yes,
I need to make
Commander.
this capture.
Moving out. Locking on target.
Hello. Alright, now he's stressed.
Yep.
This is totally the wrong side to shoot at. 20 damage would actually kill him if it all hit in the wrong place. Ah, so difficult to capture a mech with an extra large engine. All my salvage is riding on this though. Ow! Son of a bitch.
Reporting critical hit.
Orders.
33, 28, 65. How much damage does plasma do from this range? Let's try and max out the range.
Gotcha.
31.
Scratch
He ejected! Nice.
I'm ready.
My poor rumbleback. Still, it was designed for rumbling. Looks like the rear armor actually took it. We lost a heatsink, but totally worth a bit of loot massaging.
Ready for orders. Roger. Full speed. Acknowledged.
Okay, just get demolishing.
Yeah? Got it.
Large military building, huh?
Attacking from position.
Enemy structure.
I have plenty of missiles to share, don't worry. I think I should probably just leave the turrets alone for the sake of
Aye aye.
collecting salvage.
Roger.
I would get a few extra credits, but probably wouldn't offset
that,
filling my loot table with trash. Depending on what they
Got
are.
it. No shooting. Just running. Locking on target.
There's a lot of base that requires demolishing here.
Target destroyed.
Commander?
Poor Rumbleback. Lost
Heading
a
out.
heat sink as
Full
well.
speed.
Look, his mech is still glowing. It was cooked. Yeah, whatever.
What do you need?
I'm
Bombs
taking a
away.
shot.
That one's gone.
Receiving you.
The demolition work continues.
Roger that.
And I think we're done. We're done?
Right.
One more?
Yes, Commander.
Of course it's going to be like, the base is demolished, get to the LZ, and I really can't be bothered to walk all that way.
Firing.
Standing by. Acknowledged.
What is going on here? Did you take a gyro hit? Nope, you only lost a heatsink. I don't understand why this mech has got such stability problems. I know I'm sprinting with it, but still.
Yep. Take this.
Leopard inbound, Commander. I'll meet you at the LZ.
Oh, come on, I can't be bothered to go all the way over
Ready
there.
for orders.
And these turrets will totally shoot me. Who the hell picks these extractions? Oh, look at all this junk. Oh well, whatever.
Firing full complement on enemies.
Whatever. No, my luck, then RNGesus is going to give me all of that.
Generating a lot of heat, Commander.
You know what I mean? I'm trying to be entertaining here. I can't be bothered to spend 4, 5, 6 turns walking over there.
Commander. No shooting, just running.
And who wants to see that anyway?
Yeah?
It's like and Aaron over the salvage screen. I had a lot of comments about salvage like not being exactly perfectly optimal. And it's like, well yeah, but do you really want me to sit there for
Orders?
5 minutes and ahhing over a
Got it,
particularly bountiful salvage? I mean, I don't know, maybe you do. Maybe I'd be pleasantly surprised.
I'm receiving you.
And I feel like in most cases people
What do you need?
are here to watch mechs get blown up.
Orders?
I'm amazed that this crab did not shut down.
On my way. Double time.
Oh, it's got a rotary AC5. So you never know.
Here it comes.
We might get some worth after all.
That turret is gone.
Dun 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 dun.
Mission.
Sweet! Let's see if that rotary AC5 is in the loot table. Because I don't mind a rotary AC5 in my life. $25% more money for destroying the base turrets. Whoop. That's going to require a little bit of repair. Alright, so we got the Griffin and the Strix. Sorry, Stingray. A lot of valuable weapons here. All of these weapons are worth great money. In fact, there is no junk weapons at all. Unfortunately, there is no rotary AC5. But all those junk weapons in the turrets did not make it into the loot table. Okay. So... those talons are worth 1.3 million each. Okay, a heat bank plus is a rare, valuable treat. Literally, for 1 ton, you get almost the power of a double heatsink that fits. That also allows you an extra 40 maximum heat and 20 extra threshold. That's immense. Alright, the XL engine provides us with the cash. Stealth armor. Always nice to have another one. There's another exchanger here, which I'm very tempted to take. I'm just fishing out equipment more than anything else. Though all of this stuff is lovely, but just things that I would use. You know, the value of this is only 360,000 C-bills, allegedly. But I don't really see them in shops, and I'm not about to buy them in shops. And 10% heat reduction is massive. You know, for if you've got 100 heat in your build, which is very easy to achieve just about any build, then that's 10 heat sinking right there. And then you get 3 heat per turn reduction on top of that, making it just completely superior to a heatsink. Any heatsink. Even arguably superior to the heat bank, although they do achieve different things. Right, I will not be denied a second time. I'm going to take a piece of this. Wait a minute, it's a different variant. It looks like it's a different variant to the... Oh yeah, of course, the one that I've got 7 out of 8 of is the clan one, the 2C. So in that case... I guess I'm better off just taking that for the cash. Yep, it is slightly more valuable. I'd actually be tempted to take the 200 core just because I use them. Right, well there's a lot of lovely things in this loot table, but I've taken all the stuff that these two for money and these two because they're very powerful. What do I get? Well, I didn't get a lot of mech parts, that's for sure. Although, 4 parts is still good. So, we picked up a plasma, a pulse and a haywire. We picked up an extra large gyro. That doesn't really excite me. Oh my god, two heat sinks and a friggin' jump jet. You can just about, if you get the right pixel, you can actually just about move this. Forgot those plasma lances are actually worth quite a bit of money as well, but anyway. We pretty much managed to surgically pick out the junk, more or less. That sucks. Oh well, whatever. That heat exchanger and that heat bank's going to make a real difference. They're way more common in this game, but they're still pretty amazing. If you get both heat banks and both exchangers in a mech, you can almost forsake any other heat sinking entirely and get yourself 3 or 4 alphas before you need to cool down. And that's huge. Alright. "5 days for the repairs to my poor Rumbleback." Speaking of which, I think I will do an equipment upgrade for the Rumbleback. It's served us very well. It's a fantastic member of my B team. It's even my first pick when anything on my A team goes down. Let's have a quick look at the contracts again. Alright, still plenty more to do on this planet. Oof. It's a shame that this deployment isn't 3 skulls. We could do this as the final objective. But it's only 2 skulls. That's unfortunate. I put the variance on as high as possible because I felt like that would actually be harder. If you set it the other way, by default it's 5, so I set it to like 10 to be as extreme as possible. If you set it the other way to 0, it means that every mission will be exactly the right skullage, which at the moment would be 3 skulls for me. And that I felt like that was easier, because you go to a planet and there'll be 10 half a skull missions, then there'll be 10 1 skull missions, then there'll be 10 1 skull and a half missions. And the thing is, if every mission is 3 skull, or whatever my current skullage is, you can pick and choose all of the choicest missions that are exactly the right difficulty for you. Whereas, you know, with this, I've got to take risks sometimes with missions that are slightly too hard. You know, sometimes I've got to go and do missions that are slightly too easy, but the thing is, it only takes 1 slightly too hard mission to go horribly wrong to end your campaign. Whereas, you know, the correct difficulty missions are always going to be highly winnable. So, that was my reasoning behind that. Alright, let's get that financial report done. Okay, that war ended. I think the Irano restoration just got nuked. Damn, Steiner lost a lot of systems there. Oh, excellent. Oberon's declared war on Steiner. That's exactly where we are right now. So a planet switch should generate a load of priority missions.
I've got the financial report.
Glorious. You know what? Before we end the session, there are a number of contracts here which are definitely suitable, like this one and this one. It's not great salvage, that one. But with that war just kicking off here and now, I think it would be a great time to generate some contracts, because this is the front line. "9 days, tropical world." Interesting. Have we done a tropical world? I mean, we've been up here before. I don't remember actually going to that planet. I think I remember going somewhere else. Probably here. Let's do it. 9 days travel.
Roger that, Commander.
We'll generate new contracts
Engine prime.
and new opportunities.
Vehicle transition to thrust gravity.
Stop! Okay, carry on. Stop! Oh god, it managed to skip 2 days. Where's my rumble back? Okay, you lost a heatsink. You actually have an exchanger. You've only got a +1 energy computer. Okay, we've got a warfare suite in here. I'm not sure I want to give it my +2 gyro. It's a pretty rare item. It's like 2 heat sinks bit the dust, or what? Okay, that was not a free heatsink. I do have a spare +3 energy computer. Would it be a bit extreme to give it to this mech? But this mech has served us really well. Alright, let's take out this pulse laser because it never bloody hit anything anyway. Get the energy computer in here. Get the other one in here as well. I think I have loads of spare clan engines. Bring out the endo steel. Put in the clan engine. Now we can afford to give it some of these heavy lasers. Require 3 slots. So you can go in there. Get the exchanger down here, get this heatsink down here. Just a little bit of rearranging going on. What other stuff have I got lying around? Clan medium heavy laser. Okay. Versus large laser. Jesus, look at the firepower of this fully operational laser Death Star. Okay. That certainly ups the ante, doesn't it? Now, we have an exchanger. Now what we can do I have some light armor or whatever, something that doesn't take up any slots. Does this reserve slots? Not armor, structure. I'm losing the plot. Now we've got to cool this bad boy down a little bit. 1 ton, 3 slots. So let's get rid of this. I actually got 3 of these, that's amazing. This gives us the heat capacity to alpha twice without shutting down. Now, I think I had a spare exchanger lying around somewhere. There we go. A basic one. We're going to use this as a shield. No, there is no shield side on this mech. It's going to get abused no matter what. Do you know what? We've upgraded the gear so heavily, and the gear is now actually pretty valuable, that I will, in fact, put the +2 gyro in it. Alright. We have dramatically increased the firepower. We have dramatically increased the accuracy. And the heat sinking on this bad boy is pretty good now as well. 62 against 105, so a delta of 43. But we have the heat bank enabling us to get 2 of these massive alphas off before we need to even consider cooling down. 241 firepower, nasty. There are assaults in the base game that don't have that kind of firepower, and not just the Banshee, although I was thinking of the Banshee. And as always, we don't have to fire all those lasers. We just have to like switch off one laser.
On it.
And we'd be heat neutral.
I'll let you know when that's done.
And doing roughly as much damage as we used to do. Alright, Rumbleback. Let's get you up there. I'm gonna have to move this up soon, this Hwacha, however that's pronounced. It will never get finished if I don't provide it with some bay time. That Rumbleback is going to be an amazing front line killing machine. It's always struggled with accuracy since I took the pulse lasers out of it.
Waypoint reached, Commander.
Alright, here we are. Only the Rumbleback is being maintained right now of what I would consider to be an A-team mech. I never look at the store because everything's just too expensive. I do actually have money though, I mean I could buy things. Look at that! Available for purchase for only 243,000 credits. Jesus. If you think about every piece of salvage I take sells for less than that, with the exception of the Clan extra large engine. Solaris spikes. Oh, look at this, targeting computers on sale, but once again, you know, just think of the cost. One piece of salvage never fetches that kind of money. Unless it's a Clan extra large. Ooh. Artemis 4 SRM ammo. Never seen that before. +1 SRM damage. Damn. So if I ever find a targeting computer to go with that, then my new SRM boat, the Taggart, could really benefit. Although I don't think you can use it with streakers, so maybe that's a bad example. Alright, let's get these contracts generated before we end our session. Hopefully some nice priority missions. Maybe we'll see that deployment that we want to do. Or I'll just keep on building up power until I could do a harder deployment, or any deployment meets the requirements. Nice. 3.5 skull. $3.5 skull for 728 and 1.3 million C-bills. Damn, that's badass. Oh look, one man's art. It's a mission for my cheesy commando. Ah, it's only 600. It's only 600 C-bills. I mean, it's a nice amount of C-bills, but you know, it's not worth the journey and the risk. Especially not when this mission is right here. 15 days away to that glorious payout. Alright, so most of these contracts are junk. Except this one. That looks excellent. 624. Great opportunity to get some parts. It's a defend base though. One of my least favourite kinds of mission. There's also ambush convoy for 520, but once again, it's ambush convoy. They're 2.5 skull, I can do them pretty easily. And we might see the odd heavy. Might be an opportunity to get some salvage. So I reckon tune in next time. We'll do this. We'll do this. And then we'll fly off and do this. Depending on how long these two missions take. This will probably be the episode after. We still haven't yet seen a deployment that meets the requirements for our end game deployment. See, I see this and I think to myself, it's per month for the payout. If you accept that and you do a mission just before the financial report, does your deployment then just suddenly end and you just get that huge payout? Makes you wonder. Alright, that's it for now. Tune in for more Nightmare Mode. We are in the end game now, we're just looking for that deployment to finish it. Alright, laters.